Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today, I just want to talk about if you should get the level 50 character boost or not. A lot to go through here. Let's get into it. Okay, so if you are unaware of it, you can get a level 50 boost for your character. I guess you would basically do this to a new character. I really don't think it would be worth it if you're anything over like 30 or 40 and then trying to boost to 50. But basically, you can come into the Atomic Shop for 1,500 atoms and you can boost a new character right out of the vault to level 50. Now, just going to show you some prices of some atoms here, just so you can kind of get a feel for how much this will cost. This is in Canadian, so just keep that in mind with the prices here. But I just want to point out that you're probably going to get the 500 and the 1,000 one, right, to get this. 1 month of Fallout First would be cheaper, so honestly, after watching this video and making this video, I should say as well, I would recommend getting the Fallout First for a month over this boost. Now, I'm just going to explain this very quickly here at the beginning. So when you do come out of the vault, you grab your Pip-Boy. I would rest in your bed there that you do start in. It will give you an extra 5% XP for an hour. And again, I'm just going to run through this quickly here because there probably are some beginners watching. And basically, you're just going to run out the vault. You're not going to be able to come back into here. There is a lot of stuff to grab. Just basically follow the markers. You will have to eject this holotape. Pretty easy to make your way out of here, but this is the beginning of your journey on Fallout 76. You'll still have to do this, and basically do this before you can do the level 50 boost. Maybe you can do it inside, I didn't check, but you would want to wait till you get outside anyway, and there is a couple reasons for that as well, considering that you can already boost your character to level 20. So, if you do that and get the level 50, just keep in mind you're only really gaining 30 levels. So you can start as a battle-ready dweller at 20 or a fresh dweller at level 2. Now, I would suggest, maybe starting at level 2 because you're going to just miss out on stuff that you should be learning earlier on in the game. And yes, here is the level 50 character boost right here. I'm going to go through everything that you get here. I'm going to test the build that they give you and all that because just because I don't think this is so much worth it in my opinion, that doesn't mean it isn't worth it to some other people. So basically, if you were going to do this, I would suggest just, going to level 20. I guess it wouldn't really matter because you're boosting to level 50. And I usually go with Commando. Slugger is a good way to go. That might work better because it does seem like they give you a bit of a melee build. But just to show you, when you come out of the vault, this is regular without any boost. You can get to level 20 as I'm showing here, and they do give you a little bit of stuff, which I'm going to go through here as well. Now, for this, they give you a combat knife, a short hunting rifle, a combat rifle, the plan for it, some leather armor, really not some bad stuff. And keep in mind, this is free. You do not have to pay for this. It is a good start already. Like I said, I would really recommend starting from level 2 there because there's just stuff that you're going to learn earlier on, and this gives you time to learn it as well because boosting to level 50, you may have a lot more problems than a lower level will. Enemies do scale towards you or towards your level, so the higher the level you get, the more tougher enemies can kind of get, depending how much you're evolving or how fast you're evolving with your build or your knowledge of the game. And yeah, you can see not a lot of bad stuff here at starting level 20. So I would suggest doing that if you do want to get a little bit of a head start. So I did that. We're level 20. We're going to go into the Atomic Shop here now, and we're going to get the boost. Now, let me just read this to you. Your level 50 boost includes a loadout with perks and items for playing level-appropriate content. Equipping the loadout is optional. If you equip the loadout, any currently equipped perks or items will not be lost. If you do not equip the loadout, you will still receive the included perks and items. So, I would recommend as well that you just equip what they're going to give you here. It really isn't a bad build. I'm going to test it as I get on in the video here, and just to show you all the stuff that's going to go off here. This is another thing too, that it just might be a little overwhelming boosting to level 50, whereas if you just start it from level 2, you will slowly learn all of this stuff. At level 50, you will have the punch card available to you as well, and that helps you move your perk points and perk cards around in case you're wondering. And you do have the option to become a ghoul at level 50. So this may be your motivation for doing this as well, but as a beginner, if this isn't a new character for you and you don't have any knowledge of the game, I truly feel like this could be overwhelming to you. It's just, this game already is overwhelming, and I feel like at that aspect, this may not help. Also, I would recommend as well putting on Pacifist if you're a new player watching and you are starting up a game. It is in the settings. Definitely go change it to Pacifist. It's just going to be better that way. There's no real benefit to, you know, getting into a shooting match with people. Now, this is the build that they give us. It did unequip a couple of perk cards here. I don't understand why it didn't just, you know, give me all the points I could use here. I think I was missing a couple there. But yeah, not a bad build here. I feel like we could make this build a little bit better. The Lone Wanderer perk is not bad, but I would encourage new players to definitely join a team. That perk alone is going to encourage you to not be on a team, so maybe that's my biggest problem with this build. Honestly, there's some good stuff on here, though. Like, the Arms Keeper will definitely help you carry a little bit more weight. Having the Slugger perk card on and the Martial Artist perk card, and they do give you a Super Sledge, I will show as well, is definitely powerful at level 50. The Adamantium Skeleton, I'm not a huge fan of as well. Again, the Lone Wanderer, I would encourage people to play in a team when you first start. Yeah, I just feel like this build could be more than a little bit better. It's not the best build, but you could definitely make a better build than this, in my opinion, before level 50. Or by level 50, I should say. Now, let's get into all the stuff that they give you. Now, they do give you a Handmade, and they give you the Super Sledge. Thing with the Handmade is I feel like it used to be a lot better. I feel like right now this gun is not the greatest. It could maybe, you know, do with a little bit of a buff, but the Sledgehammer, or the Super Sledge I should say here, is absolutely fantastic. This is definitely good for this build, and I would probably stick to using this, as I think if you use the Handmade, you may run out of ammo a little bit quicker. They do give you a nice set of armor and a hazmat suit here as well. They give you weightless polymer cushioned combat armor, which is fairly decent. And the fact that it has a legendary effect weightless on it, so it's just going to be saving you that much more weight, isn't bad at all. Definitely a decent set of armor that they give you here to start. And that hazmat suit definitely helps. They upgrade you to a level 50 backpack as well here too, which you can do yourself when you get to level 50. Just going to show you the armor here, not like in the tab, but just show you what it looks like. I guess you don't look so much like a newbie anymore, so another cool thing about this, that's really a decent set of armor that they give you, I do have to admit that. A little bit more food, they give you some perfect bubble gum, some carry weight booster. Definitely will be useful to a newer player. And some more lunch boxes. I think we got a couple of a Dick Doll there. Not a lot under the aid tab, and honestly, nothing that you wouldn't pick up by this level. Just walking around and just, you know, scavenging around, really. A good amount of stim packs and Radaway, though. That'll definitely keep you going. I don't think you really get any more improved repair kits or basic repair kits or scrap kits. Maybe a couple of extra scrap kits, I think. Again, nothing that you probably won't get your hands on. They do give you a couple more plans here. It's nice they give you the Handmade gun plan here in case you want to craft it in order to scrap it to learn the mods for it, in case you're wondering. Same thing with the Super Sledge. And the Tinker's Workbench, the Chemistry's Workbench. Like, you could honestly get these plans by like level 5 or 6 or even earlier just by playing the game. And again, that's just my opinion here. I feel like even, again, the Fallout First for the month would be such a better option to see if you like playing this game. Yeah, I really feel like you're just losing out here, or almost like paying someone to play the game for you at this point, and you're just going to miss out on really good knowledge of the game skipping these 50 levels, in my opinion. Now, if you're doing this for a new character, totally understandable. Maybe you just don't want to grind those 50 levels, which there are some fast ways to get to level 50. It really doesn't take that long with some buffs and a little bit of help. But just to show the build here as well, you can see I tanked a Super Mutant Suicider there, not a problem. And just pretty much one-hitting the Super Mutants here. So if you want to come over to Westech, which is a great place to rank up, this build will get the job done. I wanted to test it against a car. Not a good idea. That explosion got the better of me. And just to talk about the Handmade, I feel like, I don't know, it's not like it used to be. Like, the VATS on this build anyway barely exists, and if you run into some bigger or tougher enemies, you're gonna have a bit of trouble. Again, I feel like this build would be a little bit better if you just played from level 2 or even level 20. Just to compare the combat rifle they give you at the beginning to the Handmade as well, it's definitely better, especially in VATS, and the fact that they do give you a lot of ammo. But this is just stuff you will get as you play, guys, and I feel like they're just taking experience, like actual experience, away from you if you do this. So unless you're making another character, honestly, I feel like the Fallout First would be more worth it in my opinion. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I'm really looking forward to reading the comments on this one. Give me your feedback, guys, if you think it's worth it or how you would use it. And as always, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch. Have a pleasant evening.